All right, here is our first option from the leg drag position. Basically what we're gonna do is take the back. All right. A lot of what I do from the leg drag position is gonna be based on what she does or your opponent does. All right, so however we got into the leg drag position, here, I'm controlling her here. So typically she's going to do a couple different things. Either she's just going to shell up, or she's going to start pushing on me, especially if I'm putting pressure. When she starts pushing on me, that's when I'm either going to take the back or hit like an arm triangle or like a head and arm Ezekiel. So if she's pushing on my chest because I'm putting pressure on, what I'm going to do is pop this elbow. Just push it to the side. When I push it to the side, I'm going to keep controlling her here, and then I'm going to shoot in my harness grip so I can take it back. So when I push that over, I'm going to drop this knee, and I'm going to try to fill this space right here. Because if she's flat on her back, and I try to do this, it's just not going to work. Alright? So, because she's already rocked up on this hip, on her right hip in this instance, and she's pushing on me, I'm going to push that arm, I'm going to drop my knee, and I'm going to try to put my body between her back and the mat. So when I push that through, this knee drops, and I kind of just guide it right there. This arm is already starting to set up my harness, and I'm going to go over her shoulder, and I'm going to just get my hands together. So I'm going to go here. So my chest is right up against her back, and I'm pulling in my harness grip. So I just have an over under. And I like to grab the fat of my hand there, and I'm just pulling her in. That way there's no space for her to just roll back to the mat. So once I go here, boom, I'm filling that space. I'm going to keep pressuring her forward, and then I'm going to go here. So see my shin goes right across her back. I step over, and then I chair sit here. And then whatever back attack series that you like to do from here. I like to control that wrist, get a wrist ride, and start digging for that collar. But there's all kinds of things you can do from the back mount as well. So I get into that leg drag position. I'm pressuring in. She starts pushing me. Guide her arm across. This hand that's on the collar or on the knee is going to shoot right between her arms. Right here, kind of by her ear. I'm going to drop my knee, and I'm going to dive my other hand right over her shoulder and get my hands together. Boom, right there. I'm going to keep pressuring in, so I'm going to kind of kick myself back up. I'm going to put my shin right across her back. I'm going to step over and drag my heel in. I can't really get this as easy as I can get this. So I kind of go wide and drag my heel back in. So now when I do my chair sit, I'm basically dropping to this hip and I'm pulling her over. This hook is going to already end up in. So when I continue over, my left leg hook is going to be in. I'm going to rotate all the way back over. So that hook's already in. So even if I can't get this hook in, I can at least get like a half back or full back mount. So boom, got into my leg drag. Control in here. She starts pushing on my body. Okay, she's pushing on my body. Pop this out of the way. That's just going to create, it's going to make it to where she's not going to be able to stop me from getting to this position. If she's quick enough, she might be able to start getting her back to the mat, but regardless, I still have a dominant position with side control. But I'm controlling, everything's in tight, she's pushing on my chest, push it over, dive, here. Fill that space. Rock her back up, shin across the back, wide, drag it in. Chair sit. First hook is already in. Second hook comes in. If it doesn't come in, like she raises this leg, no big deal, I'll go half back. So I kind of have half a back mount right there. And actually I really like half back right there. Then I could stretch her out, throw the second hook in. There's different ways to force the back mount from half back as well. So it's really not a big deal if you end up in half back. All right. So one more time. Here, here, she pushes on my chest. And just like that. So, to recap, you will mostly go for this one if they're pushing off your chest. If they're just clammed up, the space isn't really going to be there to where you can just take the back. Because they're clammed up, the space on the back just isn't there. So you might be able to get it. There might be a small window. But I really like to go for this one if they're pushing on me. All right.